Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. You know, it's Wednesday, which means we get the highlight of our week, the high point.
That's right.
We look forward to this every week because our best friend for life or longer, Michael Babcock.
Look at him.
We love him. It's live from Hollywood.
Good morning.
We are best friends.
We are.
Best friends. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Michael Babcock.
We look forward to it.
And Jenny, and your cats.
Yes.
We're just like one big happy family.
Yeah, we are.
Here. We all love you. We're all best friends.
Yes. Now, Michael, okay, you know, I was on a shoot doing a commercial yesterday, and I got the news that broke around the country.
Me too.
That's crazy. And I know you were super duper busy yesterday covering it. Can you tell us what happened and what's the latest with Tiger Woods?
Yeah, so I'll start from the beginning. So Tiger Woods was in the Los Angeles area at a golf tournament called the Genesis Invitational Golf Tournament, was hanging out. So yesterday morning around 7:12 a.m., Tiger was driving in an SUV, and he was on a road it's downhill and it's windy and it's difficult to drive on, and something went wrong, and that's what police are trying to figure out now. But something went very wrong. Tiger Woods, hit a median, hit signs. They believe the car actually rolled over, like front to back, and Tiger Woods was injured very badly.
Oh, God.
Right. So obviously 911's called. The police rescue. They rush to the scene. They are able to smash the front window and get Tiger out through the front window where the windshield was. They take him. They take him out. His leg is just destroyed. Rush him to the hospital. He has emergency surgery done by an orthopedic surgeon or a team of orthopedic surgeons, and the injuries were really bad. He had open fracture. It was originally thought that he had hurt both legs. It was really the right leg that was badly damaged. So he had multiple open fractures to the lower portion of his leg. Compound fractures where the bone was shattered multiple places coming out of the skin. Not to be too graphic. I know it's early. So it required a lot of work. The doctors had to put a rod in his tibia and his fibula to stabilize the bone and stabilize the leg. Not only that, the foot and the ankle were also damaged, and they had to put a number of screws and pins in that area to stabilize the foot and ankle. So the lower leg was really destroyed, and now the doctors say he's resting comfortably in the hospital. They say he's awake and just trying to recuperate now. But the question is now, you wonder, at 47 years old, and Tiger Woods was already dealing with back injuries and knee injuries, you wonder if there's any way that he could ever come back competitively in golf after this. But really, if you look at the photographs and you look at the videos, we all love to watch him golf, and it's fun to watch Tiger win tournaments, but you get the feeling looking at that, the images out of yesterday, that he could have probably died in this car crash.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow,
That
Michael.
is so scary. Now, any more surgeries that they're going to have to do on his leg, or what's the prognosis?
That's unclear on that right now, Kelly. Tiger's people, over the years, they are notoriously a close-knit and a small group, so not much information comes out of their group. I was actually surprised that they gave as thorough of an update as they did. So that's not clear. It wouldn't surprise me, though, just how serious of a crash this was. One other thing I meant to say, I should have said this. So by coincidence, where Tiger was staying, they were also shooting the television show Grownish. And we spoke with a member of the production staff who told us that the director of Grownish, when he got to work yesterday at around 7 a.m., he came in and he told all his people that Tiger Woods, as Tiger was leaving the parking lot, almost hit him with his car. He said that Tiger was driving really fast and almost hit him. And this is about 30 minutes before the accident. Then, some time passes, and obviously we find out Tiger was in this bad wreck. So it doesn't necessarily prove, obviously, that Tiger was speeding at the time the accident happened. But it is a little, an anecdotal story, and maybe it provides a little bit of, background as to what Tiger was doing in the minutes leading up to the crash, because that's what they're trying to figure out. how did this happen? It was 7:12. It was early, but it was sunny. There was a beautiful day, a sunny day in California yesterday, so weather wasn't a factor. They have said that it doesn't look like alcohol was a factor. Drugs doesn't look like drugs were a factor. So why did Tiger crash then?
You know what makes me think then, Michael, is because it's so early. I mean, I didn't go to alcohol because I'm like, it's so early in the morning. Who's drinking? You know, he's at a golf tournament. I'm wondering if something upset him, and he was just, you know, when you're in a bad mood and you're upset about something, maybe you just are driving a little bit faster because you're working off some steam, or I don't know. That's, I mean, I don't know this for a fact.
And you know what? One of the production people, same guy actually who told us the story about the director being almost hit by Tiger, he said that it appeared that Tiger was waiting for someone in another car at the hotel, and they said that Tiger appeared impatient and agitated, and we have since learned that he actually had to go. He was late for a function that he was supposed to take part in, something with some football players that he was going to shoot at a nearby golf course. So, look, again, it's not proof, but it does paint a little bit of a picture as to what Tiger's mindset was before, and was he in a rush? And that's a bad stretch of road. If you talk to people in that area, they'll tell you that there have been many crashes in that area, almost in the exact same spot, and some of those crashes fatal. So this is a problem area when it comes to the stretch of that road.
Yes, and if you're a little bit distracted, I mean, we're all on our cell phones and stuff. If he just looked down for a second, and I'll tell you, I have done that, and I've hit a curb or something. I'm like, Kelly, stop it. You cannot do that when you're driving. If he was to do something like that because he was meeting someone or answering someone, it could have been just that quick.
Right. It only takes a second, Kelly. Right, I've been there myself too, and you wonder if that happened, and it was just in a bad area where it's windy and there was hills and embankments and stuff, and that's why he ended up getting in a really bad wreck. But yeah, that's all possible, and the police will now start their investigation. Now that Tiger's okay, he's going to get through this. They will try and find out now just what went wrong. Excuse me.
Michael, when I've been in LA too, I've gone in car services. You know, you order the car service and they take you. They would take me on back roads to avoid LA traffic. And some of those neighborhoods and the windy streets, I was scared to death just in that car driving around. And here in the Ozarks, we have very big hills and windy roads. You got to take those slowly. You know, I just know how those roads are out there in LA, especially those neighborhoods and driving from one place to another. Super windy and super steep.
Right, maybe you're talking, Jeremy, about like the Hollywood Hills.
Yes, that's where I was, yes.
Extremely steep and really small. Where you look at the road sometimes and you're like, there's no way two cars could fit on this road. So you're right. That's a great point.
Well, we hope that he's going to be okay. And as far as his golf game, you can see how that would affect, I mean, his swing and everything. So we pray for him and hope that he recovers fully.
So, Michael, next Wednesday, we want an update, of course, on Tiger. And then, we're going to have an update on Kim and Kanye, because we know they filed.
I know. It's sad. 7.5 years and the marriage is over.
Here's what I want to know, Michael.
Let's talk about that next week.
How do you divide the assets? Because that's a lot of money.
There was a prenup in place already. And their community property, the stuff that they've accumulated over the years they've been married, they are actually in the process of already splitting. So I'm telling you guys, this is the least contentious divorce you have ever seen. You know, we've covered that Dr. Dre's divorce.
Right.
It's the exact opposite of that. That's the most contentious one I've ever seen. This is the least contentious one.
That's amazing.
Good news. All right,
Thank you, Michael.
Always love to talk to you. Bye, Michael. Thank you so much. Okay.
Bye.
All right. TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. TMZ live weeknights at 12:30 a.m. We will be back right after this. Always great to talk to him.
I know. He's so full of life and energy. And
yes.
he's so fun.
Absolutely.
I'm glad there's not being contentious.